Okay, let us start the class. Okay, so yesterday we have discussed about operators, that is operators classification based on number of operands used in an expression. So that too, increment operator and decrement operator. So we will once again discuss about pre-increment process of increment operator. Okay. So coming to the pre-increment operator, so that is if an operator is placed before the okay, I think this screen is visible for you. So here you consider the statement a is equals to 5 and n is equals to plus plus a. So this process is called as pre-increment process. Okay. So that means that increment operator is placed before the operand, that is a, before the variable. So it is called as pre-increment process. Now we will check what happens. So a is equals to 5, meaning the value 5 is copied into variable a. That means if you look at the memory representation, a is a variable name in that the value 5 is present. Okay, the above statement sequence is called as pre-increment process because you look at the statement n equals to plus plus a, so this plus plus operator is there before variable a. So you should not refer to n only with respect to a. You have to think that is plus plus operator is placed before the variable a, so it is called pre-increment process. Here the value of variable a, that is the value of a, variable a is incremented first. That means plus plus a means the value of a will be increased first. That means a equals to 5, after plus plus a it becomes 6, then it is assigned copied to variable n. Okay, so after the incrementation, that is after a value becomes 6, that new value 6 is copied to variable n. So finally if you look at the last memory representation, a is equals to 6 and n is equals to 6. So when you do n equals to plus plus a, so n equal to plus plus a can be written in two statements as shown below. You see, first you take out plus plus a, so that plus plus a can be written as a equals to a plus 1. So we will see it in notepad. Okay, so here see n equals to plus plus a is there. So for this, for a we got the value 5. Okay, for n we don't know what is the value. So for this statement, what we can do is, see, we have two operations. One is equals to, that is assignment operation, and another one is plus plus, that is increment operation. So out of these two operations, so we have to do first operation is plus plus a, because it is pre-increment. So pre means before. So before we have to do. So that means before assignment only we have to do this operation. So after increment, assignment operation we have to do. Okay. First operation is increment. Second operation is assignment operation. So if we consider first operation is increment, so this plus plus a can be written as a equals to a plus 1. So if you write a equals to a plus 1, then in the RHS you substitute. That is 5 plus 1. In the LHS you don't substitute, only in the RHS you substitute the value of a. So 5 plus 1. So that is nothing but a becomes 6. Okay. Next, second operation what you have to do is n is equals to a. Again, you should not write here plus plus a, because plus plus operation we have done, increment operation we have done. So only we have to write n equals to a. If you write n equals to a, just substitute the new value of a. So new value of a is 6. I hope you people have understood. So n equals to plus plus a can be written as plus plus a first statement, then n is equals to a. So once you write plus plus a in the next statement, no need to write plus plus here, just you have to write n equals to a. So when you write plus plus a, so either plus plus a or a plus plus can be written as a equal to a plus 1. So that you have to understand. So either plus plus a or a plus plus can be written as a equals to a plus 1. So when you write a equals to a plus 1, so a equals to, only in the RHS you substitute the value, that is 5 plus 1. Okay. So when you substitute the value in the RHS, 5 plus 1 is 6. So final value of a is 6. So next, that new value you substitute in a, that is in the RHS, not in the LHS again. In the RHS you have to substitute. So when you substitute in the RHS, n becomes 6. So this is the final value of n, and this is the final value of a. So if you look at the memory representation in this diagram, so n is 6, a is also 6. So if you look at the memory representation, from variable a we are copying into n. So I have written here from 2 equals to from. That means from whichever variable you are copying, write it on the right hand side. From whichever variable you are copying, write it on the left hand side. So here we are copying from a to n. So a variable is written on the right hand side, n variable is written on the left hand side. So here you put the arrow mark. See, from a to n it is copied. Final value of n is 6. So final value of a is also 6. Final value of n is also 6. I think yesterday I have copied this. So now we will go for the post increment process. Okay. So just look at this right hand side of the image. So this is the post increment process. That is, consider the statement a equals to 5. Let us take a value is 5. Next, n equals to a plus plus. Instead of writing plus plus a, I have written a plus plus. So if you look at this operation, so again, see, n equals to, first I am writing the variable, afterwards I am writing the operator, that is increment operator. So you need not worry about equals to operator, that is assignment. So assignment operation is done here. In both the cases, assignment operation is done. But coming to the increment, that is plus plus. So whether we have to do pre or post, that is the question here. So if you observe this plus plus operator, it is present after the variable a. So if it is present after the variable a, that indicates post. Post means, so after. That means we have to do later. First operation we have to do other than that. So other than that is n is equals to a. Okay. So you just observe the difference here. In the previous case, I have done n is equals to a as the second operation. In this, I have done n equals to a as the first operation. So when you write n equals to a, you don't write n equals to a plus plus. Okay. Just you have to write n equals to a in both the cases. Whenever you write n equals to a, don't include plus plus symbol there. Just you write n equals to a. If you write n equals to a, so we have considered the same values, right? That is a equals to 5 and n equals to a equals to 5 and n we don't know. We are going to calculate. So here also consider the same values. So a is equals to 5. Okay. So n value we are going to calculate. Okay. Now when you write n equals to a, so you substitute only in the RHS, that is n is equals to, so what is the value of a? It is 5. So it is not incremented. Okay. So it is just we are copying it. It is not incremented. Okay. So n equals to 5. Okay. N value is 5. Okay. A value is not incremented. This is the first operation. Next you go for the second operation. So second operation is a plus plus. See, you just observe the statement. From this statement what we have done, first we have taken n equals to a as one statement, then we have taken a plus plus as another statement. In the previous case, so first we have taken plus plus a as one statement, then we have taken n equals to a as another statement. So first we have done plus plus a, then n equals to a. So in the second case, whereas post increment, first we have to do n equals to a, then a plus plus. See, if we are perfect with a plus plus or plus plus a, directly we can write a equals to here 6. So till we become perfect, what we have to do? A equals to a plus 1, that is as normal mathematical statement. Then you substitute a equals to 5 plus 1. Okay, then you can say a is equals to 6. Three steps you can do: a equal to a plus 1, a equal to 5 plus 1, a equals to 6. So once we become perfect with plus plus operator, then instead of writing this much, whenever you come across plus plus with variable, directly you increment it. That's all. Here also, in this case also. So for pre-increment, write in this full format. When we come to the post increment, so by this time we will come to know what we have to do. So whenever we come across plus plus, for that variable you increase the value by 1. So initial value of a was 5, you increase it by 1, it becomes 6. So final value of a is 6, but whereas final value of n equals to 5, because we have copied the a variable before incrementing, so it remains as 5 only. If you look at this diagram, the above statement sequence is called as post increment process. Here, the value of variable is copied first. See, in the notepad I have showed you. First, you copy a variable, whatever the value is there, that you copy to n before incrementing. Okay, and then first, and then it is incremented. So before incrementation, so first it will copy the value, then it is incremented. So if it increments afterwards, then n value will be only 5. So a value finally it becomes 6. So I think if people have understood, you just copy this post increment. Yesterday I have copied the pre increment. First you can copy whatever it is present in notepad, so that it will become easy. Then you can go for that image. So this is pre increment first. Okay. Then comes the post increment.
Pradeep, I have a question here.
Yes, sir. Sir, just a minute. I will put my earphone.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Yes, sir.
And, after this, when you
One,
explain,
sir, just 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
yeah,
More voice is there. 1 minute. I am unable to reduce this voice. 1 minute.
right click.
No, at this in the taskbar, it is not opening that voice box.
See if you have locked it or pin. uh, If you have locked the taskbar, then
One,
it will happen.
sir. Let me try with the speakers only. 1 minute.
Now, right click there on the speaker. It will happen.
It's okay, sir. Now you can ask the doubt.
Now, here, after this, now let they are copying. After they copy, you can add. No, no. So
Fine.
here, n value becomes 5,
Ah,
and so that means from A, location A, we are
ah.
writing to location N, right?
Sir, in case of pre or post.
Post, sorry. I'm referring to the post. Pre,
Okay.
I'm okay. I got it. Like in pre, what happens in the A location, the addition happens and then it is moved to N.
Yes, it is
Here,
it to n. Yes.
from, from A location, it
Ah,
is directly moved to N first,
ah.
and then N it will get added up. So, does that mean that again it is going back to A location?
So with respect to post, you are telling.
Yeah, post.
Hmm. So first, the value of a is copied to n.
Yes.
Okay. That means whatever the value present in a, it remains as it is, like it is
Okay.
copy paste. Like it is.
Got it. Got it. But here in the picture that you have depicted, shown below, which
Ah,
says that n is equal to a is equal to a plus 1.
ah,
So n is 5
ah,
and a is 6, which is
yes,
correct because
yes,
proposed incremental.
yes, yes,
So the first task is like from A location to N location, it is copied directly.
yes.
In N, once the addition happens, it is again going back to A location.
No, sir. In n, addition doesn't happen. Only in a happens. N will receive the value. That's all.
N will receive the value of 5.
Ah,
After receiving the value of 5, A value becomes 6. Is
a
that
value
the
becomes
understanding?
6. And n, it doesn't affect n value.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. But there's what in N already 5 is written. So the addition will happen only in A. That is what you mean to say.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
ಪ್ರದೀಪ್,
ಹಾ
ಈಗ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಅದೇ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಅದೇ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ವೇರಿ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ?
ಪ್ರೀ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್?
ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರೀ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ
ಹಾ
ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಗಿ ಬರುವಂತ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ?
ವೇರಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರೀ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಇಯರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ,
ಪ್ರೀ
ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್
ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಹೌದಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಯರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಡ್ ಫೋನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ ಪ್ರೀ
ಬ್ರೇ- ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ
Okay, we will move to next type of operator. So that is here uh, ternary or conditional operator. So where it uses three operands. So in case of unary operator, it uses single operand. In case of binary, it uses two operands. In case of ternary or conditional operator, it uses three operands. Okay, we will move to the conditional operator. So the conditional or ternary operator act on three operands. So here operand can be a variable or a constant or an expression. So always whenever we come across the operand, so we can consider three things: variable or a constant or an expression. In some cases, in one equation or an expression, we come across all the three variables, constants, and expressions. Okay. Now this is the general form. So as a general form, I will write it on the notepad file so that it will look clear. Okay. Uh, see. See here we have two types of syntax. That means working is same, but in two ways we can represent this. Okay, I will tell you what it is. Okay, see here coming to the first one, first formula or the syntax. So this question mark is one operator and this colon is another operator. So semicolon is not an operator in this case because semicolon is always used to end the statement in programming language. That is especially in C and C++. Okay. So in English we come across the full stop button, that is full stop dot operator. In programming language, semicolon is to end the statement. Okay, so semicolon in this particular statement it is not considered as operator. Only question mark and colon is considered as operator, and even this parenthesis symbol also. So it is not considered as operator in this particular statement. So here operators are question mark and colon. Okay, just to remember. Now coming to the syntax, before question mark, whatever we write, whether we call it an expression, condition or expression one, that indicates the condition. So condition means, so how to write a condition is like if we come across these type of operators: less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, or equals to, or not equals to. If we come across these type of operators, or this type of operators, that is logical and logical or logical not. So this first six operators refers to relational operators. Next three operators refers to logical operators. So if you come across relational operators or logical operators, then that indicates the condition. So for these type of operators, it will result either in true or false. Only two results will be there for these operators, that is relational operators and logical operators. Either we can expect true result or false result. Okay. Next, after the question mark, we will going to write expression one. So this is not a condition. Okay. So what we are going to write after the question mark, that is not a condition, and after the colon, whatever we are going to write, that is not a condition. Okay. Only before the question mark, what we write, it indicates the condition. If suppose if you are not writing the condition, we should consider it as a condition so that it should result in either true or false. Okay. Next, coming to the expression one and expression two. So these are like we can consider like result. For example, say uh, expression one, we can consider it as result one, and expression two, we can consider it as result 2. Okay, that is value 2 or result 1 or result 2. Okay, so coming to the second type of this thing, syntax. Okay, it's same way. So expression 1 is nothing but condition, so you can consider expression 1 is nothing but a condition. Okay, next, coming to the expression 2, it's same. So expression 2 is result 1. Okay, and here expression 3 is so result 2. So you can write in any way, any syntax you can write, but you should understand this. That's all. If you're writing first one, it's fine because it indicates it's a condition. If you're writing second syntax, you have to mention that expression one is a condition, expression two is result one, expression three is result two. Now we will see the operation of this. Okay. So here what happens? We'll go to the example and we will see. Okay. See here in the above syntax, syntax one, the condition is considered as the first operand. Here I said it acts on three operands, right? So before question mark, whatever we are writing, that is nothing but the first operand. After question mark, whatever we are writing, that is the second operand. After colon, whatever we are writing, that is the third operand. So again I will tell you, before question mark, first operand, after question mark, second operand, after colon, third operand, and the semicolon, it is used to end the statement in C program. Okay. Now look at this. In the syntax, the condition is considered as first operand, expression 1 is the second, and expression 2 is the third. In syntax 2, that is this one, in this, so before the question mark, first operand, after the question mark, second, after the colon, third. So expression 1 is considered as first operand, expression 2 is second, expression 3 is third. I have written 2 because some authors use the first one, some authors use the second one to represent this syntax. Okay. Next. So we will see the example. So in the example only we will understand the explanation of this. See here I said before the question mark we have to write the condition. So let me open this paper link only. Okay. Look at this. So before the question mark it should look like a condition. After the question mark one value. After the colon another value. So here and before the question mark it is a condition. So you just look at this condition. 7 greater than 5. Okay, that is a condition. After question mark I have written one value, that is result 1. After colon I have written one value, that is the result 2. Okay. Now finally the total result of this equation we have to get it. So that is 7 greater than 5 question mark 7 colon 5 semicolon. So total result we should get it. Okay. Total result is 7. I will tell you how it is. So first what it will do, before the question mark whatever the expression is there, that is condition, it will check that condition. So is this condition is true or false, because whenever we come across the conditions only two results will be there, either true or false. Okay. So 7 greater than 5. Okay. Now you should ask, you should just you ask question in English like, is 7 greater than 5? So is 7 greater than 5? No. Sorry, yes. So 7 is greater than 5. So if 7 is greater than 5, then it is true. So 7 is greater than 5 is true. If the condition is true, it will select the first result. Again, I will tell you, if the condition is true, it will select the first result as the final value. If the condition is false, it will select the second result. So in the example 1, 7 greater than 5 is true. So it will select the first result, that is 7. After the question mark, immediately after the question mark, what we write, that is the first result. Immediately after the colon, what we write, that is the second result. So it will select the first result, that is immediately after the question mark. 1 minute, somebody asked it out. Okay. So 7 greater than 5 is true. So if the condition is true, it will select the first result. If the condition is false, it will select the second result. So here 7 greater than 5 is true, so it will select the first result. That first result is 7. So now, so the total result of this entire equation or entire expression, the result is 7. So I have written put the box, result is 7. So total result of this entire equation. Now coming to the second example. So writing the condition is in our hand, depending on the requirement we are going to write. So here just have changed from 7 greater than 5 to 5 greater than 7, because in order to make that condition false, that's all. You can consider this as a demonstration for this conditional operator. Okay. Even I would have written 7 greater than 5 only, but just to make the condition false, I have written 5 greater than 7. So is 5 greater than 7? No, that is condition is false. 5 greater than 7 is false. So if the condition is false, so it will select the second result. Second result is after the colon. So after the colon, we have the result 5. So total final result of this entire equation or the expression is result is 5. So this is the thing. So once again, we will discuss in brief. First, it will check the condition. The condition will be present before the question mark. So if the condition is true, it will select the first result. That is, first result is the result immediately present after the question mark. If the condition is false, it will select the second result. That is the result present after the colon. So in the first example, 7 greater than 5 is true. So if the condition is true, it has to select the first result. So it is selected. 7 is selected. So the entire equation's result or the expression's result is 7. So after the equation I have written result is 7. And in the next case, in the second example, 5 greater than 7 is false. So if the condition is false, it has to select the second result, the result that is present after the colon symbol. So it will select the result 5. So the entire equation's result or expression result is 5. I hope you people have understood. So you copy the uh, topic, conditional operator or ternary operator. So syntax here, the font size is small. You can copy from notepad.
The syntax is, the condition, expression one, expression two, and in the syntax, we can
One
write
minute.
either way.
Yes, sir.
Is that, sorry, am I disturbing? Is it
No,
okay?
sir. You can proceed. Yeah.
No, the syntax,
Ah,
why two? You can have only one type, right? Is it something that's standard, or is it there's a purpose for it? While writing this way.
no, sir. Actually, some authors will consider the first one, and some authors will consider the second one. And if we consider the first one, no need to write again before the question mark. There is a condition because the word itself is condition. If we consider the second one, so we have to mention that expression one is condition.
Okay, but we can use any one of these. It's not
Yes.
that.
Yes, yes. Just if we have understood, then it's fine.
Okay, okay. And the second question is,
Ah,
in the example that you showed,
ah,
um, the condition was 7 greater than 5. Yes,
yes.
true.
Ah.
It is 7 is to 5. The 7 is to 5, is that the input what we are providing, or is it generated automatically?
We are providing that. Like in the
Okay,
program, we have two things. One is hard coded. Another one is which we give from the keyboard.
okay. So this is something that we input, right?
Yes, yes,
7 and 5.
yes, yes.
I'm not talking about the condition. I'm talking about the expression 2 and 3.
Yes, result.
Yeah, the result 1, result 2.
Yes.
I mean, the first is condition. 7 greater than 5 is condition.
Yes.
Then 7 is expression 1.
Uh,
5 expression 2.
uh,
So the condition is true,
uh,
then it will be any one of the result. So here, suppose if I have written 5 colon 7, what
uh.
will happen then?
It will select 7.
Then it will be second one, right? It is not the first one all the time.
No, no, no. It depends on the condition. Whether we write the result in any way, it depends on the condition.
Because while explaining, you said it will take the first result as one, and the second it will be result two. Not sure if I have followed it right, but what I thought is if it is 5 and 7, vice versa. If I've written 7 greater than 5,
Uh,
question mark.